Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Tonight I'm starting a new series, and this is one I've been looking forward to for quite a few years. Maybe 8 or 9 years. I'm not quite sure how long it's been since they announced this series, but they announced it quite a few years ago, and now they're finally getting it released. And like I say, I've been really looking forward to it. When they announced this series, 2014 or 2015, whenever it was, I actually went and got the audiobook for this. And I listened, I think, to most of it, if not all of it, but it's been so long ago now, I really don't even remember anything about the book. I remember it was a very long book, maybe 25 or 30 hours long. And for an audiobook, that's pretty long. I was really hoping to get started with this series the day that it came out, but I've had a lot going on. And if you've been around my channel for a little while, you know some of those details. But now that I am able to get back to it a little bit, I am going to get started first with Masters of the Air. And if you have been on my channel for a while and you're waiting for me to finish Better Call Saul, I promise I'm going to be getting right back to that very soon. I've had to take a bit of a break from recording for a little while, but hopefully now I'm getting back to it. And of course, if you're waiting for Outlander, I am looking forward to that too. I know that's coming up soon. Hopefully coming up soon, I should say. And there's some movies I want to get back to, Lord of the Rings, and some of the secondary Star Wars movies that I wanted to get to. So I'm looking forward to getting back with those as well. But for tonight, it's going to be Masters of the Air. I might try to get through all 3 of these episodes tonight if I can. At least the first one, maybe the first 2, but we'll see. Now, if you're interested in watching my full-length reaction to this, or any of the other shows or movies that I've reacted to, you can head over to my Patreon page at patreon.com/31mike. And I will leave a link to that down below in the description of this video. Now let's go ahead and get started with Masters of the Air, Part 1.
Two more.
Coming right up.
Lucky's got all the luck.
Yeah, she's pretty.
No, not that. Lucky bastard's shipping out tomorrow. He's gonna be a stone's throw away from the crowd, so the rest of us will still be flying practice missions over Nebraska.
Don't worry. We'll be over there dropping bombs soon enough.
So you're Bucky and he's Buck?
That's a long story.
They make a nice pair, don't they? Oh, I should have introduced them earlier.
He's leaving tomorrow.
Everyone needs
Of
someone.
course, I recognize him from the
I
movie
don't know
Elvis.
if John Egan's the pen pal type.
So you write me? You wrote me a letter? What's it say?
Find out.
Well, when will that be?
When I ship out, I'd say 2 or 3 weeks. I miss you every second.
I seem to recognize her too, but I'm not sure who she is.
You won't tell me. What's with the nicknames? Spell, Marge.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Told you, it's a long story.
Well, they met in basic training before the war started. John was always Bucky since he was a kid. And Gail,
First day of basic training, this fella walks up to me and says that I remind him of a guy back home in Wisconsin who goes by the name of Buck. I tell him my name's Gail. And Bucky here, he's not deterred. No, sir. It's just Buck this, Buck that. Buck, can you help me tie my shoes? Buck, help me fly this plane. Before I know it, the whole damn 8th Air Force is calling me Buck.
And it's not my fault you look exactly like Buck from Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
What kind of man does that to his best friend?
oh, it's so sweet.
It's going to take some getting used to learn these characters.
I'll be an observation pilot. Well, someone's gonna taste a little combat. Tell you what it's really like up there.
The B-17.
Over there.
Yeah.
Don't count on it.
I don't know. B-17s took a lot of casualties, as we see. They were tough planes, but a lot of them went down. And I think there were 10 crewmen on each plane.
Come on, stay with me. We're heading home. Yeah. Keep breathing.
Good advice. Just keep breathing.
Wonder what to tell you guys? Don't say anything.
Okay.
I'll figure it out. We all do.
Yeah, for the B-17s, it was rough going. Yeah, the B-17 was always a favorite World War II airplane of mine on the Army side. Had my favorites on the Navy side too, but on the Army side, the B-17 was one of my favorites. I even had a pretty big scale model of a B-17 that I built when I was 16, maybe 14, 15.
1943 to join the U.S. Army's 8th Air Force in its battle against Nazi Germany. Our unit was made up of 4 squadrons. Major Cleven was the commander of the 350th. He and Major Egan were the unquestioned leaders of our entire group. Major, Lieutenant Crosby, where are you from?
He's not going to say. Or is he?
Jasper, Wyoming.
Cowboy State, huh?
Yep. Well, it looks like
You're the first, Major.
It's a stupid band.
I have to now. Now I played everyone. And you Irish.
About as good at hitting that bullseye as you are at hammering your nails. Tommy here. Tommy here is the best damn dart slinger in the whole of East Anglia.
You'll lose an eye.
Oh, I won't. I trust Tommy. Now he lands this. I get both those bikes.
Yeah, you're on Yank.
Both of them.
All right, both of them.
And I get a kiss. All right, Tommy. Whenever you're ready.
He's getting a little more than a kiss.
Morris, thanks for the bikes.
I'll get you next time.
I think Jimmy Stewart flew in B-17s during the war. I don't think he was in B-29s.
Let's check the landing gear. Bring it down. Roger.
This is the plane that almost flew over France.
On it. Hey, for you help him out.
Looks like it's stuck.
Ah, won't flat.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
It's completely frozen.
It's not coming down.
Bring the left landing gear up.
Belly landing.
Pilot to crew, prepare for crash landing.
I guess they took that off so they have an easy, quick escape.
Okay, get out! Everybody out! Go, get the food out of here! Food!
Navigator Crosby. You should be able to.
I don't know. Find England?
Everyone okay?
Yes, sir. Sir. Get a grip on that air sickness. We'll get off my plane.
Yeah, you can't have that.
There was always a special breakfast on mission days. Eggs, French toast.
Flapjacks, double rations of bacon, fresh grapefruit juice, and a couple of cups of GI coffee. The men will come to call it the Last Supper. As you were.
The target for today is Bremen.
Guided by Würzburg radar, so they will be tracking you.
Swear I recognize him, but I don't know from what. I've been in the back of a lot of deuce and a halves. I'm gonna have to look him up because I know I've seen him in something that's just not coming to me.
Drop bombs on those Nazi fucks, and we get to go home early.
Yes, sir.
Major here is gonna be flying with us.
Let's rack 'em up and knock 'em down.
Yes, sir.
Save my seat.
Yeah. Rather offer it to you than have you sit on my lap till I move.
I was thinking maybe he was in Peaky Blinders, but that's not him.
The B-17 had 12 machine guns protecting us from every side. We called it the Flying Fortress. But the key to our survival was sticking together, creating a combat box and defensive fire from a tight formation. It was important because if we got separated, the German fighters could pick us off one by one.
And together they were pretty formidable, but they lost a lot of planes. 10 crewmen on each plane. It's a lot of men.
Show 'em green.
Here we go, fellas.
Doesn't have a nose turret. That's one that's missing. That doesn't come until later in the war, the nose turret.
Monitor our consumption. We're gonna burn a lot of fuel catching up with the rest of the group.
Alright, here we go. It's cool that we're going to see it from both perspectives here.
For our target. About 11 minutes.
Roger.
11 minutes?
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying earlier. They took a lot of losses. And you can see why, with all this going on, and they have to go through this for 11 minutes just to get to the target.
Bombardier command pilot. We should be over the target. I can't see a damn thing. Command pilot to crew. I'm scrubbing this mission. Navigator, prepare a new heading. Roger. Zoot Suit 2, lead to Zoot Suit 2. Roger. Uncle. Fox. X-ray. Repeat. Roger. Uncle. Fox. X-ray. Damn it, CO scrubbing. Shit.
Flak is stopping. Fighters are on their way.
You know what that means, boys.
Okay, get ready, fellas.
Roger that, Major.
Any second now, boys. Keep your eyes peeled.
Top search and cruise, 12 o'clock high, fire! Jesus, they're fast! Going after field crew! They got Adams. Oh no, no! They got a bail! Adams, bail out! Anyone see shoots? Hail the pilot. I don't see any shoots. Roger.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure. I think he might have just hit his own plane.
There goes small bomb.
Hang in there, boys. We'll be back at base right after we dump these bombs in the channel.
Yeah, all of that for an aborted mission.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
There's some missing.
Count 15.
Same. 19 took off, 1 returned, 3 missing.
All from Jill squad.
Thought they lost more than that.
Not now.
You okay?
You know, sitting in there like that, you have to be wondering to yourself, how am I going to make it through this thing if this is just the first day on an aborted mission at that? I look forward to seeing the making of this. See how much of this is real and how much of this is CGI, these planes where he is walking around. I'm sure that wing he's under is CGI.
Why didn't you tell me? You've been up. 2 missions. You didn't tell me it was like that. I didn't know what to say. 30 guys. Just... we got a long road ahead of us.
That's what I was saying. Hey, he's thinking to himself, how can I make it through this if this is the first day? Well, that's episode 1, part 1 of Masters of the Air. Looks like it's going to be really good. And like I say, he's sitting there in the plane after they get back. Buck, that is. And he's got to be, you can see it, he's got to be thinking to himself, man, if this is just day 1, how am I going to make it through the duration of this thing? And I can imagine that was the feeling in a lot of the B-17 crew's minds, not just the pilots, but the entire crew. 10 men were made up the crews of the B-17s. And like he said just there a moment ago, 30 men just like that. And that means 3 planes, 10 each, 30 men. And the B-17s were to lose a lot more than that. I think until the P-51s really came into their own and they started being able to fly long distance with the B-17s, until that happened, losses were horrendous in the B-17 ranks. So thinking about this first episode and comparing it in my mind to episode 1 of Band of Brothers, not really a fair comparison. Band of Brothers is probably my favorite World War II show, movie, whatever, of any of them. And I can watch Band of Brothers time and time again. This one looks like it's going to be a close second to that. The Pacific, I can watch that now and then. It's not bad, but it's not nearly Band of Brothers. And like I say, this one looks like it's going to be up there with Band of Brothers. At least just judging from this very first episode, I'm going to really enjoy this. So I'm really looking forward to the upcoming episodes. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any thoughts about it, maybe something I didn't cover, please leave some comments down below. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe and go along with me through Masters of the Air and some of the other shows and movies that I'm going to be watching. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next episode.